Hachette Audio presents Too Dumb to Fail: How the GOP Betrayed the Reagan Revolution to Win Elections, and How It Can Reclaim Its Conservative Roots. Written and read by Matt K. Lewis.
This book is dedicated to Burke and Beckett. Introduction. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding. Proverbs chapter 4, verse 7. In September of 2010, I took part in a conservative think tank panel discussion on the rise of a new phenomenon known as the Tea Party, a loose-knit group of aspiring activists who previously were not engaged in the political process. In contrast to the other panelists, I argued that, while the entry of new activists and voters into politics was usually a welcome development, the characteristics that came to define the Tea Party posed significant challenges to the Republican Party, doubling down on anti-intellectualism, courting isolationism, and taking cues from amateurs who lacked experience and professionalism. My comments, though delivered in a tone I considered measured and thoughtful, evoked murmuring and at least a few audible gasps. The question hanging on the lips of many audience members was clear. Why wasn't a conservative writer blindly cheering this seminal moment in conservative movement history? One of the forum's other speakers was an avuncular and sharp conservative leader who had worked for Ronald Reagan and George H.W. Bush, and he was now the head of an important conservative organization. At the event, he bristled at my remarks. "That's just what people said about the Christian coalition in the 1980s, he charged, winning the crowd's approval. A few days later, while direct messaging with one of his aides on Twitter, I learned the truth. He agreed with everything you said, the aide confided. He just thought it was foolish to say so out loud. This is the dirty little secret of the conservative movement in America today. Everyone knows that it's lost its intellectual bearings. Empty-headed talking point reciters, rookie politicians who've never managed anything in their lives, media clowns such as Donald Trump, dim bulbs in tight pants or short skirts, professionally outraged shout-fest talking heads, and total political neophytes dominate conservative airwaves and the right's political discourse. It wasn't always like this. A half-century ago, the presidential candidacy of Barry Goldwater was nearing a disastrous end. Lyndon Johnson, Goldwater's Democratic opponent in the 1964 election, had bludgeoned the Arizona senator as a conservative extremist who would recklessly start a nuclear war. Trailing in every poll with time dwindling, Goldwater's
Sample complete. Ready to continue?